To hook up Supabase with your Google AI Studio app and enable login and sign up, we'll start by creating two environment variables, Vite Supabase Anon K and Vite Supabase URL.
Navigate to supabase.com. Then click on Dashboard. Then select your project. If you don't have project, you can create new project. Then click on Data API.
Now this is your Vite Supabase URL. Copy this URL.
Now click on API key.
Then select Legacy Anon, Privacy Role API key.
This is your Vite Supabase Anon key. So copy this key and paste it in the notepad in corresponding of Vite Supabase Anon key value.
Now it's time to create your application. Now save your application to GitHub repository, same as you can see in the video.
Now it's time to open netlify.com and then click here on login. And then click here on add new project and then click here on import an existing project and then choose GitHub and then choose your GitHub account. And now I will select my repository. I will search here. And this is my repository I created 7 minutes ago here in the Google AI Studio. So I will select this repository and then click here on deploy Math Genius. Deploy your repository name and you can see deployment in the process. and our deployment has been successful created. So I will open this application, and here you can see the blank screen, nothing is showing. So don't worry, as you guys can see it is showing blank screen, so no need to worry. I will open new tab and then open web dev pro space and then connect with GitHub and then click here on continue. Actually you guys have to visit webdevpro.space. Okay, you have to visit webdevpro.space and then click here on refresh, and then you have to select your repository and then click here on fix Netlify error. And now I will refresh this page. Before refreshing I will see the deployment in process. Once all these three will be green, then I will refresh. Here you can see our app is showing. Now it's time to add login sign up. So I will click here on refresh and then I will click here on create login sign up. Our login sign up has been created successfully, and before I refresh this page I want to add environment variable. Click here on project configuration and then click here on environment variables and then click here on add a single variable, and you have to use these environment variables. First of all I will copy this, not copy this equal sign, and then I will copy the value of this environment variable and paste here and click here on create variable, and now I will click again to add another environment variable. This is our second environment variable. I will copy its value and then click here on create variable, and then I will click here on deploys and then click here on deploy project without cache until it turns green. Here you can see building. When it will be turned green I will open this link. So before it turns green it is taking some time. Until I will copy this URL. You have to copy this URL, copy this URL and then come here, navigate here to Supabase and then click here on authentication and then click here on URL configuration and paste this, copy this and paste it in here. Also add URL and paste here. And now it's time to click here to open our project, and here you can see login sign up is properly working. I will click here on sign up. I will add my email ID and then I will click any random password and then click here on sign up. When I will try to log in, it is saying email not confirmed, so I will open my Gmail. Here you can see Supabase Auth email is here. Now I will click here on confirm my email. My email is now authenticated. Now I will open. This is my previous tab. So now I will click here on login, and here you can see I am able to log in, and I can also log out. Log in, log out. If I want to set forget password, then I will click here on send reset link, and here you can see reset password link is here.